very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Lawrence. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun hand. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he will find his man Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for KC.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence, flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Play action. It's Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 4. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. It's brought in by Harris. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he's got his target, Harris. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Second and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Torres. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
brings up second and a yard.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end... Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second and very short, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Torres. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
He's at the 50. 30.
1 play at a time. Here we go.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. McCann for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on third and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Whistles now at a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Christian Kirk with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in.
That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Washington. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mahomes will throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One final try from Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.